Well, it's back to school time, and that means summer athletic workouts for fall sports programs. But our increasingly hot summers could put an end to this. ABC's Ginger Z has more on how extreme heat is impacting health and safety of student athletes.
It's a surefire sign of fall. Student athletes at high schools all over the nation running drills on the football field, pads and all, sweating through that late summer heat. But over the last few decades, those late summer weeks have gotten hotter and hotter. A Climate Central report found that extremely hot days have become more frequent across much of the U.S., and that is putting student athletes at risk for heat illness and even death. Looking at football alone, at least 67 student athletes have died from heat stroke since 1996, according to a report that was released last year by the National Center for Catastrophic Sport Injury Research. At the University of Connecticut's Corey Stringer Institute, named for the late Minnesota Vikings player who died from heat stroke during training camp in 2001, Dr. Rebecca Stearns and her team are working to reduce heat-related dangers for athletes and laborers.
So with warming temperatures, we definitely know that the risk and the number of heat illnesses is going to be reflected or go up, especially in the fall season, because we have athletes returning to sport in the hottest months of the year. There's a greater number of days above 90 and these really extreme heat days, then we know we're going to see greater cases of heat illness too.
But schools and teams can do their own work to reduce the risk of heat-related illness. Stern says that modifying practice depending on how hot it is, with changes like making them shorter and less intense, can reduce preseason heat illness by as much as 79%. Another simple step, let the body get used to the heat. It will adapt.
Heat acclimatization, WBGT, or weather-based modifications are really impactful. Having a cold water immersion tub on site. These are a lot of the best practices for addressing heat illness. A lot of states do have these as policies, and a lot of schools are independently proactive.
There are many symptoms and warning signs of heat stroke. It can be fatal. If your child has a body temperature of 103 degrees or higher, hot, red, dry, or damp skin, headache, confusion, or loss of consciousness, fast heart rate, and even nausea, those are things to look for. Plus, a big red flag is when they're no longer sweating. People with heat stroke need immediate medical attention. With this Climate Minute, I'm Ginger Z.